Melissa Marino here. We are about to hear from Sheriff G an update on the armed carjacking and possible hostage situation that started in Hillsborough County and is now in Lakeland. I'm going to turn this around so you can see this.
He's going to give you a brief because he's going to have to get back to the scene here in a minute. Is anybody not ready?
Doesn't look like right in here.
Am I in anybody's way?
Roger that.
Okay.
Tell me, guys. Okay, we ready? You know, I think you've been briefed a little bit around 7:30 this morning. Shortly before that, we had a car that was stolen in Brandon. And the car eventually ended up over on Interstate 4. It was spotted by one of our deputies. There was a short pursuit that occurred, and the vehicle that was stolen, which is a late model black Dodge Charger, ended up in a crash right here at Frontage Road and the interstate. During that time, the people that were in that car, and we have to break for a second, but the people that were in that car that had stolen it went to the McDonald's. There were a line of cars in the McDonald's, and the information we have is that one of the persons attempted to carjack one of the people in the line of McDonald's, but that person was armed and displayed that he had a firearm, and that did not happen. He then went to another car, I think, in the line, and eventually the young lady who was working the window at the McDonald's attempted to close the window, but the bad guy in this case came through the window along with, we believe, maybe two others, and went into the back of the store and held them for some time. And where we're at right now, we've been able to get, we believe we have all the employees out. We were able to get them out back through the window a little bit later, and we, as well, one of the suspects that was with them also came out and surrendered to us at that time. We have information to believe that there may be two other people that are in the car in the McDonald's right now. We also are simultaneously receiving information that a person is saying he's being held hostage in there, that he has secreted himself into the McDonald's, and he is contacting relatives in another county saying that he is in the McDonald's trying to hide. So anyway, we're trying to roll through all those scenarios right now and negotiate with anyone who may be in there. We don't know if that status is true or not. We have the robot. We've been able to clear some of the buildings. We're watching the video, and we're up on live video of the building right now. But right now, we have not located either a hostage, nor have we located the two other people that were known to have been in the McDonald's upon our arrival. And with that, I'll answer, and that's...
Are they still armed?
Yeah, as far as we know, that one of the victims said that he had a gun, and we know that there is another gun here at the scene, we believe, in one of the cars. So they definitely had guns this morning.
Do you think
Sheriff, you said you were one of the earliest ones on the scene. Tell us about that.
Well, I got here pretty early, and I mean, the thing was just developing. We had a few cars here at the time, but now we were up to probably well over 100 people here, and we're represented by Lakeland Police Department's here assisting, Polk County. We have a multitude of agencies here helping us, and we've got it more organized, and we're down to the point now where we're looking at all the cars that are in the McDonald's parking lot, and we're accounting for everybody that belongs to all of those cars, and we're taking the usual social media information that comes in, and we're trying to go through that, cipher through it, and find out what's accurate.
The person that may or may not be in there, do you think that they know that that person's in there, if they really are?
We don't know that. We do not know if they know that or not, and we don't know that it could be one of the initial hostage takers that is playing that role right now, and so we're not sure.
I heard they're pretty young.
One appears to be young. I don't know what his age is, and I think they're all described as young. They're from the Orlando area, and they're all described as street black males.
We know their connection to the Hillsborough area.
We don't know that. The information we're getting is that they're possibly from the Orlando area, but we don't have a lot of information on it. We just have the description from the victims.
Is there any description you can put out?
No, I do not have a real good description we're putting out, because I mean we're going on the assumption we have an outside perimeter. We're going on the assumption that we have two still in the building. We know at some point in time they were trying to get into the roof. The deputies were around it pretty quick. That does not eliminate the possibility they got out before we got here, but right now we're concentrating the fact they're still in there.
How are the employees doing that were able to get out?
Employees are doing well, and they're being counseled right now, and they're with their manager and with some folks, and we're still debriefing them.
Of the employees who were inside, was anybody injured?
Not to my knowledge, no one was injured.
And are you in contact with the guys inside the house?
No, we have not had any contact with the guys inside. We have contact with a person who claims to be inside, who claims to be a hostage. Whether or not that is completely bogus or not, we do not know that. But we're having to operate under the assumption that we potentially have someone who has hid in the building. It may be completely erroneous, or it could be one of the hostage takers that is playing that role right now. That's really about all I have right now. We'll be on this. I mean, I think we're going to methodically continue to go through the building in the safest way we can for involving everybody, and then once we get to the point of being able to clear that building, I'll give you another update.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Okay, well, you just heard Sheriff G. He is the Hillsborough County Sheriff. Tell us about what they know that happened. So let me just reiterate a little bit here. This started around 7:30 this morning. An armed carjacking, 3 black males, they believe pretty young. They stole a black Charger from the 1600 block of Ladora Drive, that is in Brandon, which is in Hillsborough County. I'm gonna show you right up here that car. Police are actually right now, you can see right there, they've opened the door, they're looking through the car. So they stole this car about 7:30 in the Brandon area. 30 minutes later, so they come up I-4, they get off the exit, hit the median right there. 30 minutes later, so about 8 o'clock, they get out of the car, run it over to this McDonald's. Amazing to hear what Sheriff G says happened next. He says the suspects ran to that McDonald's, tried to carjack another car with a gun. The person in that car in the drive-thru just waiting to get some food. I mean, imagine that. You're waiting to get some food and some 3 guys run up to you and try to steal your car with a gun. Well, that person had a gun and obviously scared them off. Then the person in the employee at McDonald's at the drive-thru tried to shut the drive-thru window. They managed to jump in the drive-thru window and I guess barricade themselves in there with employees, possibly customers. One of them, as you heard the sheriff say, one of them surrendered early. They believe there are still 2 in there. They believe all of the hostages are out, or I should say all of the employees are out. They said they are communicating. One person who claims to be a hostage says that they are in a secret location, that the suspects don't know that he's in there, is communicating with a family member who's communicating with police. But, you know, they don't know if that's accurate. They don't know if that's maybe a suspect pretending to just be a hostage and actually communicating with police. Police say, though, that they have not communicated directly with the suspects to their knowledge. And I say police because we have Lakeland Police, we have the Sheriff's Office here from Hillsborough County, we have the Sheriff's Office here from Polk County, we have Plant City Police here, so law enforcement police, they're here. They have not communicated directly with these suspects, although they say that they have a robot that has cleared parts of the building. Cleared meaning it's gone through the building. They know that nobody's in that part of the building. And just to reiterate, this happened again, 7:30 this morning in the area of Brandon on Ladora Drive. These suspects stole a black Charger. 30 minutes later, they're coming up I-4. Police or deputies are chasing them. I don't know if they were chasing them, but deputies saw them. So the guys got off the exit. Right there's the car that they were in. They ditched it right there in the median. You can see investigators are now going through that car. They run over to that McDonald's. Police tell us it's 3 black males. They believe they're younger. One surrendered pretty early on. 2 are still in there, and they believe that they are armed, and they are still in that McDonald's. Although they believe all of the McDonald's employees are out and are safe, they are now checking what cars are in the parking lot to who's standing in the parking lot to make sure that they have everyone accounted for. The median where you see this car, we are on County Line Road. So this is right off I-4. This is exit 25 of I-4. We are right on the Hillsborough County, Polk County line. That McDonald's is technically in Lakeland. On this side, we are technically in Hillsborough County. So that's why you see different police departments here: Lakeland Police, Polk County Sheriff's Office, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, because we are right on the line. That McDonald's, though, is technically in Lakeland. So they got off exit 25, County Line Road. By the way, all of the ramps on County Line Road are shut down. Do not try and get off I-4 onto County Line Road. You will not be able to. And speaking of which, I-4 all around this area is backed up. Pretty much all of the Plant City exits. It may even be farther by now. A lot of traffic, though, as you can imagine. And we have police everywhere. As you heard the sheriff say, a lot of law enforcement from different areas: Plant City Police, Lakeland Police, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Polk County Sheriff's Office. We have the SWAT team. We have helicopters. A lot going on here right now. So I'm going to sign off for now. And as soon as I get some more updated information, we will go live right away. Stay with News Channel 8 for updates. We have several crews here. Our helicopter is up in the air getting footage from above so that we can get kind of a bird's eye view. Stay with News Channel 8. We will have more updates as the situation unfolds.